You know what time it is.
Wild card, bitches! Yeah!
Thank you, Tanner. Hello. Thank you for stopping by another edition of our Wild Card Wednesday with your host today, Massachusetts Tequila Reviews and Company. Only admittance fees beverage. Please bring along any beer, wine, or spirit. Let's have some fun. Yeah. Just don't be a douche. And don't be a dick, you Richard. All right. Leave the baggage at baggage claim. All right. So if you haven't been here before, my name is Thomas Metal 75, and my panel this evening, once again, are featuring legendary from New Jersey himself, the beer master, Alex, the beer master.
Nice to see you. Cheers, everybody.
Right. We got East Coast liquor reviews from great state, Rhode Island.
Cheers.
Tanner. Right. We have the nose of knowledge, the home brewer of the Bubble Gut craft beer himself, from Oregon, the beer man. There he is.
Cheers.
All right. Nice to see you all. We got from the great state of New Hampshire, from the Bumpyisms channel, we got Bumpy. There he is. Oh. And, you know, your boy, Thomas Metal 75 for the Massachusetts, well, today, Tequila Reviews, and we'll get to that in a hot minute. But yeah, so if you haven't been here, again, 4 different rounds as we go from the first entering panelist to the last entering panelist. First round is going to be, when I bring you up for the first time, it's going to be your presentation of your beer, wine, or spirit with the pouring. And then next round you show up is going to be just your review portion. Give us an overview of the product as you review it. Save the actual number ratings and grades and final thoughts until that third time I bring you up for round 3. And then for round 4, we're going to conclude with everybody talking about their platform, giving them a time to talk about their platform of YouTube, their channels, and anybody that you think we should be watching or you guys have been watching recently on the YouTube platform. Let us know then, and we'll shout out some other folks too that deserve being shouted out. So let's see. Without further ado, cheers, everyone. Without further ado, we are going to start with Alex, the beer master, for round 1, and see what beer, wine, or spirit we got this evening. The floor is yours, my man.
Yeah, unfortunately, I never bring spirits, but occasionally I do. Very rare. Very rare. So what we got here is Well Works, and it is Evil Pastry Stout Fudge something, and it's a milk stout. I've never had this before. Never had this beer before. Now I've had their beers, but I don't remember having it. I don't remember having this before. So this is new to me. Unfortunately, it's not the Alex Beermaster strong beer that I've always drinking, which is it's a 6.5%. I guess it's strong, but it's not in the Alex the Beermaster room, if you know what I mean, 12, 13% beers. But sometimes I like to switch it up a little bit. Don't worry, we'll have some strong stouts soon enough. You know me. So let's pour this up. You guys ain't innocent here, like I've been saying. Oh, whoa, that was an issue. That almost went flying.
What the heck did you do?
Yeah, the glass almost fell off the table, so I picked it up and put it on my thing. On my
Get it together, Alex.
Ball buster Tanner, like he's been doing tonight. Yeah, I don't want that to go flying, Mr. Tanner. Let's pour this up, shall we? Although people don't freaking see the pour because I'm an idiot. There we go.
We'll zoom in on that.
There we go. Perfect. All right. That's what that looks like. We'll get into the smell and taste next time around, but it looks delicious. Here's everybody.
Cheerios. All right, let's get into
Cheers.
this. Also on the
Right.
Here's Mr. Tanner and everybody.
Yes, Mr. Tanner. That is the name. Man.
Okay, so Mr. Tanner has been taking a little hiatus from drinking lately. So what we got here is a non-alcoholic Kolsch.
Hell yeah.
Thought this was pretty interesting. They had a little variety pack. It was this, a West Coast, and a hazy. So it says contains less than 0.5% alcohol by volume. Kolsch style non-alcoholic by Best Day Brewing. These guys are out of California, I believe. Yeah. And it's Sausalito, California. They do have the 1% for the planet logo like Maine Beer Company has, so it's pretty cool. We'll pour it into our Tilted Barn glass here. Some water. Yeah. We'll see if it's any good.
Ooh, color looks tasty though.
Now, I did have a Marzen, Oktoberfest, whatever you want to call it, by that Athletic Brewing Company. That was pretty good. Looks pretty solid. I mean, if I just showed you this, you probably would think it just looked like a normal beer. So, this fat 4-finger white head on top, and then we got this slight kind of a chilled haze straw color. Kind of more golden in appearance. But yeah, we'll see what this is all about next round. Cheers, guys.
Nice. Cheers, dude.
Yes, sir. Tanner, everybody. East Coast Liquor Reviews. Now to the state of Oregon with the beer man. I'm sure he's got a beer.
Got a beer. I do. $3.95 for this bottle from Boulevard. It's Annie Hansen since 2019. This is their Nutcracker Winter Warmer at 7.8%.
Hell yeah, Nutcracker.
We're already
Nice.
there with that season.
Yes, sir. 45 IBUs. Enjoyed by April 11th, 2025. Good time here. Oh, I need a bottle opener.
I'll tell you this much, beer man. I used to go to the Nutcracker every year when I was in school. I don't know if I really enjoyed it, but
Got the Trillium bottle opener.
beer man, you did know they had a Nutcracker play, right? I used to go there every year. I'm like, I'm not really into that, but I still went.
No, I like the Nutcracker musical thing.
I did like it, but I'm saying I liked it, but I'm just
I used to do a lot of nutcrackers when I used to skateboard.
Got a nice color to it. Cheers.
cheers.
Tanner.
Keeping it, you know what? We're keeping it bumpy.
Hell yeah.
Wait.
Bobby.
Isms.
I've got one from Tuckerman Brewing Company out of Conway, New Hampshire. This is an art series, I believe. Limited release art series featuring artwork by Hannah Marshall, not Hannah Montana.
That's my last
No.
Hannah Montana, but it would have been cool.
This one's called Dawn Patrol. It is a double dry hopped New England IPA coming in at a whopping
Please be a 12%.
12%. Holy shit, Alex.
it's just a double dry hopped IPA. I don't think it's 12%.
Son of a ding dong.
Although I don't see the ABV.
can art's pretty sick.
It is. I like it. Pretty badass.
It looks like it may have been canned on August 29th of this year. So basically it's September. So looking into mid-October, so a month and a half old. I do not see an ABV.
I hate when they do that, when they don't give you the ABV.
Yeah, there's no ABV on this beer. I'll have to look it up. Anyways, let's pour it.
Shall we?
I don't think I've ever had a hazy or a New England style IPA from Tuckerman. So
Oh, yeah, that looks delicious.
I don't know if they can do them. So it's more on the lines of a hazy versus a New England. It's got the haziness to it, but it's got kind of a seat, like I can see
Right.
kind of through it a little bit. It's more shadowy or whatnot, but yeah, it's got a nice tight frothy white head and it's a nice orange colored body. Cheers. I don't know what hops. I don't know the ABV.
Oh, well. Cheers, dude.
Good information, Tucker man.
Tucker man.
Yo, hi everybody. Yeah, we're Massachusetts tequila reviews for the evening here, and we got a product out of Mexico. Duh. We got a product from the Sazerac brands portfolio via Corazon Tequila Corazon. This is one of their. I'm on their website right now. This is a 24-month aged añejo from Corazon. It's a single barrel añejo, and this is their single barrel añejo aged in Eagle Rare bourbon barrels.
Mm.
There you go. Each of these bottles that they make is adorned with a little emblem and a hang tag.
That's pretty badass, actually.
The bottle.
But that's metal too.
Single estate tequila. I won't read the whole back of the bottle. Each bottle of Corazon single barrel tequila possesses the unique characteristics of the barrel in which it was rested. This hand-selected Corazon single barrel expression provides a truly exceptional one-of-a-kind tequila experience. It's made from 100% blue agave harvested by hand in Los Altos de Jalisco and distilled using time-honored traditions by the expert craftsman at Mexico's renowned Casa de San Matias Distillery. Cool. 40% ABV. This is, again, it's a Sazerac brand, so it's imported by Sazerac in Louisville, Kentucky. All right, let's get into that, shall we? Now, this doesn't say this was selected by my particular store, but it says hand-select. I don't even know what this is. Hand-selected by Bourbon's Kitchen and Cocktails. Barrel number 159. I don't know where that place is. That sounds like a cool place to go one of these days. Synthetic core. Last I knew, I believe Corazon tequilas were additive free, but there was a recent crackdown by the governing board of tequila in Mexico, the CRT, and there's less that you're legally allowed to say is certified or additive free or not, which is kind of dumb. Less for the consumer there, I guess. Anyway, 24 months, 2 years in the barrel, and it does have a nice lighter kind of straw honey color almost.
Nice.
Kind of light on the hue, though. We'll see what she does, how she tastes, and we'll come back to a tequila review. Nice. All right. We're going to go to round 2 again, or for the first time. We're going to get to just the review portion of that program. So Alex is getting ready for his review. We'll check in on the chat as we go along.
I agree with what you just said, Eric. You said the government's kind of dropped that a little bit with the beer.
With the tequilas, yeah, there's less that they're allowing for, different distilleries or organizations to mention the fact that or to certify if a tequila's got additives in it or not. They're taking away that ability to be able to do that legally.
Well, I don't want to get too political because it's your channel, but hoping they'll fix that because that's a problem. Because you want everybody to do what they need to do with their tequila, whatever they're doing.
Well, cheers to you, PA Brew News. Well, we're ready.
Yes. Cheers, everybody. So again, I don't want to get political. So let's get back into the beer. What we got here? Let me see if there's any jet black here, anything or not. No, I don't see that. Which is good. So it's jet black. I don't see any redness. That's what I'm saying. So again, That's because I don't have a stem here too, which I love these glasses. I think Mr. Tanner here got me hooked on these freaking glasses. That's why I got one of them. Swear, some people get me hooked on some crazy things, but I love it. But yeah, let's get into the smell. And before we do that, this is what I'm reviewing. Right. Again, I don't remember having this beer, but like I said, I've had their beers before. I don't know the ABV. I'll have to take a look at that. I think it's let me think here. Thinking 50 years, and I hate that.
Jeez.
I think it is a 6%, a 6.5. I freaking find the darn thing. I saw it a couple of times.
I will believe you, 6.5.
I think it is, yeah, 6.5. Yeah, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I'll take a look next time around. But yeah, let's get into the taste before we. Well, this smells like chocolate to me. It smells like a baker's chocolate to me, or sweetness. It's not overly sweet. And that smells really, really good. I don't know. It's just me, but let's get into the taste. I don't. Let's see what it tastes like, shall we? Cheers.
Cheers.
Here goes. Please taste awful. I mean, delicious.
Cheers, Alex.
Cheers to you, Mr. Tanner.
Please taste awful now.
It's like a candy bar to me, because I don't know if you guys remember last year I got a beer from Imprint, and that kind of tastes similar to that, and that was made out of actual candy bars. I think it was, I can't remember what it was called. It was in a yellow wrapper and it was on the can. I think it was called Crunch Bar. I'm not sure. That was freaking heaven. If I could find that after Halloween or whatever, I would love to have that, because that was freaking heaven. And that's from Imprint. It has that same taste. Nice little sweetness. It tastes like a chocolate candy bar to me, or at least that same flavor. I don't know if I think I've had a Crunch Bar, but that was a while ago, and that's from the UK. Legendary Kevin or Legendary Deb. Well, Deb, you don't know who that is, but she sent me a couple pieces of candy, and that stuff was good. The candy, I think it was Crunch Bar, but it was good. But that's all I'm tasting. I don't know. This is tasty. This is not a candy bar. Did it say fudge, or I just read that wrong? Right there. I tried to read that. I think that's fudge. Again, I read everything else, but I think it says fudge right there.
Milk stout.
What's it, bud?
It says milk stout.
No, with the F.
You pay an evil pastry stout.
Oh, pastry. Oh yeah. Okay. Just make sure I read it all. I want to make sure I read it all. But that is tasty. That is very delicious. Again, tastes like a candy bar. It tastes exactly like that bar, what I can remember, which doesn't make sense to me if it's not a candy bar, although it's pastry, so I understand that. Now, the mouthfeel, medium to light. There could be a little bit of wateriness down, but it still has a great flavor. That's all I care about. Do I like a little thickness like most of us do on our stouts? Yes. But also, as long as it's good, too. That's all I care about, too. Not overly sweet, but it has a good sweetness to it. So if you can get this beer from Works, again, they make good beers. These do. And this guy looks like a freaking city. I mean,
it's a factory.
Thank you. Oh, that's what it says, factory. I'm an idiot.
Come on now.
I read that a while ago and my brain had a brain fart. Yeah, so evil pastry stout factory. I don't know if that, and then there's obviously milk stout. I don't know if that's the actual factory name. I don't know. But I'm very, very pleased with this. So if you can get this, it's very tasty. Let me make sure there's no more flavor.
Go.
No, it tastes exactly like a chocolate bar to me. If you guys can get this, please do. Let me know what you think on your channels because this is good. Very, very tasty. That's all I gotta say. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Hell yeah.
Stuff like that next time around.
Very good. All right, let's get to
All right. So, cheers, Alex.
Cheers, my brother. Appreciate you,
We
Tanner.
got the Kolsch Style Non-Alcohol by Best Day Brewing. All right. Looks like a beer. See what it smells like.
A beer.
I mean, yeah, you get like that cereal grain, but there's like this distinct malty sweetness that I got with the hazy. Although I don't know what the hell. There's no fucking date on these things, but yeah, it's got like this cereal grain sweetness that I feel like would be is more prominent, considering this is non-alcoholic. Or maybe it's just that cereal grain combined with like that malty sweetness. And there's a little bit of like some citrus. Actually, a lot of citrus. Kind of like lime. Let's try it out. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, and please be delicious, Mr. Tan.
This one's kind of a miss. I think the hazy was a little bit better. You get like the floral citrusy aspect from the hops, but it's just like you took everything in a beer and you kind of muted it and watered it down. Surprisingly, you get a little bit of that like spicy, peppery hop finish that you would get with some Kolsch's, like that noble hop kind of finish. Cereal grain sweetness, very drinkable. I'd say light-bodied. Carbonation's pretty good as well. But yeah, you can totally tell with this one that you're not really drinking a beer. What was that?
Good boy. Good poops.
All right.
Good boy, Tanner.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's definitely no straight up Kolsch. But I'll sit and sip on it, and I'll let you guys know what I think about it next time around. So, cheers.
All
Cheers.
right, the man.
Boy. All right. Here we go. Nutcracker. 40 something IBUs. 40 something IBUs. 45 and 7.8% from Boulevard. So it has a deep rich amber color, not quite mahogany, kind of like a dirty amber kind of look to it, I guess. It's kind of see-through, but it's somewhat opaque. More at the nipple, it's like a little more see-through. You can see stuff there. Not super clean. Maybe unfiltered. Well, it looks I don't know.
Looks delicious, Mr. Beerman.
But it's sustaining its head, so good head retention. It's keeping a nice little ring there. It poured about a half finger to a finger, non-aggressively. Aggressively, you probably get a nice 2 or 2.5 finger head. Yeah, it almost has like a pink hue or some kind of reddish orange hue to it. But that would be the amber. So yeah, like a rich, deep amber, rich, dark amber. On the nose, malty and caramely and a little toffee. Very malty though, very malty. This is said to have Chinook hops in it, but it's only got 45 IBUs, so I'm not really gonna get a whole lot there. There is a little chime of like pine though coming through from the hop. A little bit of pininess, maybe a little citrus, grapefruit, lemon citrus, but very slim to none. More of a malty beverage here. I don't smell any like ethanol or alcohol or anything like that. No bad. Smells good. Let's drink it. Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Oh, man.
Cheers, and please be delicious, Mr. Beerman.
Cheers, Blurry Man.
Come on, get back to normal, Beerman. Get back to normal.
Hey, Blurry Man.
Come on. Get back to normal.
Oh, you.
Come on, Beerman. Don't stay blurry, please.
I was gonna say, yeah, your beer might do it.
There you go. Come on, no, Beerman, still blurry. I hate the feeling.
What's going on?
Crouch down
let's
and then jump up and scare the camera.
Come on, Beerman. Come on, Beerman. Get back
Better
to
now.
normal.
All right. Cheers.
Thank you.
That's pretty goddamn close.
Cheers. Please be delicious.
Cheers, please. More commentary, Alex. No, wait a minute. No.
Woo. Oh yeah. This
There we go. Back
kind of
to
tastes like torpedo without the bitterness. Bring the bitterness down a bit, but has that. It tastes like a Northwest IPA without the bitterness. You know what I mean? More flavorful in the spice level, being that it's winter warmer. But you're getting like what's a nutmeg, maybe a little nutmeg or something like that. Slight hints of cinnamon, nutmeg, but you're getting a really hardcore toffee caramel, almost raisin, in a sense, sorta, bite to the malt bill. It's very caramel toffee forward. It's got that Northwesty kind of darker, richer kind of thing. Very nice though. If this had more hops, it would be very close to torpedo or something like that. Very nice. The spices, they're very moderate. You get more of a bready, sweet winter Christmas bread with raisins and caramel and stuff like that in it. The body's actually kind of medium-ish, almost, medium. It's a medium body. The feeling is, the mouthfeel is very soft, and I wouldn't say creamy, Alex, but it's really soft.
Close enough.
Oxidation level's a little low in it. Whether that's what they wanted, I don't know, but that's what I get. And kind of a drying finish, dry, tangy, tart kind of finish. It has a little bit of a tang tart spice thing in the back of the soft palate, back of the throat, at the tonsils, and then down it goes really soft and easy down. There's no alcohol at all whatsoever in the that level. When I clench my tongue to my palate, I'm getting a really big, nice, roasty, toasty kind of like, more of a, not roasty, toasty, like malt kind of feel, like a sweet toasty malt with that caramel kind of thing. But you might not like this, being that you don't like caramel, but it's not bad. It's pretty good. It's got a nice. I like the fact that they added Chinook to this to give it that kind of citrus pine. That's very nice and resinous and dank. Kind of gives that edge to it. So, hell yeah! Cheers.
Cheers.
Woo! Thank
I
you.
believe it's Mr. Eric's turn, I believe.
I think it's this guy's turn.
Oh, Mr. Bumpy.
Yeah,
I
thank
didn't
God
forget
Alex
Bumpy
was
this
the one I
time.
missed. I wouldn't get a turn. Ha 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 ha. All right, be real quick on this one. I found out it's 7.1% ABV. The hops that they use are Citra and Simcoe.
Nice.
It smells of oranges,
Yes.
orange zestiness. That's pretty much it. Taste. Cheers.
Cheers.
Please be delicious.
No, don't
Cheers.
be.
Cheers, Bobby.
Please taste like shit.
Keep it up, beer man. Oh, he's Tanner, everybody. You guys are trips.
Yeah, it kind of. It's a very basic, like, wimpy New England IPA. It is hardly any malt note, maybe a little bit of like a wheat crackeriness. There's a citrusy tone to it. There's a kind of rindy orange, little tangerine like bitterness. is moderate. Kind of hits on the pininess. Kind of a longer, lingering piney bite with some citrus rind. That's it for the flavors. Let's go more into the body now.
Please be juicy.
It's like a lighter side, medium body. Carbonation's on the lower side of moderate. It's very drying. It's yeah. We'll get to the scoring aspect of it later on.
Yes.
But I will say it's not a very thrilling New England IPA. Cheers.
Good gracious.
That was probably your hypothesis anyways, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
An oddity, not an oddity. It's New England, but an oddity for Tuckerman, definitely.
Appreciate
All right. Well, let's see what's gone on in the glass while we've got some air into it. This is the Tequila Corazon, their single barrel añejo, single estate tequila, aged in, you can't even read that, Eagle Rare barrels. There you go, 40% ABV, as most tequilas are in that come into the United States. This is from NOM 1103. That's their nomination of the distillery. Again, that's Casa de San Matias, and they have been around since I think 1886. It's a long running distillery there.
Oh,
Interesting.
So they're going on the Corazon website, like I have done here, talking about that in the initial round one of my going over this briefly. They aged this for 24 months in the Eagle Rare barrels. However, just their normal everyday single state añejo is actually 16 to 18 months in American oak. So this gets a little bit extra age, which is nice. And I cannot find, if you go on tequilamatchmaker.com, which is the untapped of the tequilas, basically, it acts in a similar fashion. They don't list this particular bottling for the Eagle Rare barreled version. I'm not sure exactly why, but
Is it because it's special, Mr. Eric? I'm sorry to interrupt, but do you think it's because it's special and it's just a one thing?
no idea. They list out the Buffalo Trace variant. They list out the George T. Stagg aged one. They got a Sazerac Rye, Old Rip Van Winkle. They do a 1792 that's not listed here. They got a Thomas H. Handy Sazerac aged one, and I did say Buffalo Trace. So those are the ones they list on that website. But let's just go into the review anyways. I'm going to end up putting together the courtesy of East Coast Liquor Reviews. I'm going to put together that 6-point rating scale to give it out of 100.
Nice.
And to give us a good rating. So there's a little bit of legs. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them. They're maybe.
Delicious.
Maybe right there. You can kind of sort of see them. They're really slow going down the glass there. It's only 40%. Got nice tears on it. The nose, there's a little bit of alcohol, but there's a tiny bit of a sharpness of the alcohol. But after that, I mean, it's really light, but it is there. After that, I'm getting a honeyed-like sweetness.
Oh, nice.
I'm getting some vanillas. I'm getting a vegetal note. I'm getting a honeysuckle kind of a note. Maybe light citrus fruits. Yeah, definitely a honey or like a honeysuckle. I don't know if there's a limey character to this. I don't think so. It's more the barrel influence to the whiskey. It's from the whiskey. And that honeysuckle note to it. Maybe there's a little bit of a baking spice, not much. Let's give it a taste.
Shall we? Please be delicious.
Cheerios.
Cheers.
I mean, salud.
Taste it.
Yes.
You mean Ocho Nueve?
Much more going on in flavor than nosing. I'm definitely getting lots of that honeysuckle / just plain amber kind of grade honey flavors to it. There's a vanilla note to this one. There's a floral note to it. There's a little bit of a peppery spice to it. And maybe there's a nuttiness on this, just a touch. Anything else? Yeah, there is a spicy element to this, like a baking spice. There is a little bit of the cooked nature to that agave. There is a roasted element to this. There's not a huge amount of any like char or kind of smoky element to it. If there is, it's very subtle on that regard. I think this whole tequila is really well rounded in its flavor. There's no real tremendous sharp edges. Maybe there's a tiny bit of an alcohol coming out, but not really that much. Yeah, there's definitely a sweet vanilla, honey, baking spice, floral, and a little bit of some citrusy notes in the background after that. Mouthfeel is light. There's a little bit of a viscosity to it, to the actual texture of the whiskey. It's not completely thin. It's not thin in texture. It's a little thin in body, if that makes any sense. There is a texture to this. Not unlike if you put some water in honey, then try to drink it that way. Maybe you kind of get that kind of a more oily complexion to it. And the finish, not really unlike a amber grade kind of honey. And a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of cooked sugariness to it. And I think that cooked sugariness to it totally at the end of that finish. If you didn't get it in the first part of the sip, in the middle of the palate, you would definitely get it in that finish with that cooked sugary note, that there's a bourbon barrel influence to that. It's a very easy, approachable going tequila. I almost said whiskey. It's an easygoing tequila. I think even if you don't necessarily like tequila, you could probably find something you may appreciate out of this one. I believe I spent it was right around $40 to $45. I think it was.
Oh, almost $50. Wow.
I'm not super disappointed for it at that price point. I do think, however, I'm looking for a little bit richer, fuller kind of a mouthfeel. But I understand that this is only a 40% tequila, and some of them are going to drink much differently, even at 40%. But I realize it's 40%. That's probably why it doesn't have the thickest mouthfeel, and why some tequila drinkers do tend to like the higher proof stuff. That gives you a much richer, thicker body. And
you meant like a 60 proof or 70 proof, 80, 90 proof, 100 proof?
You can get, I've got a bottle that's 104 proof, and I got a bottle that's 108 proof. And those things definitely have more body and texture to them. The mouth feels nicer. There's more oily viscosity. There's more oily flavor notes and viscosity to them. And I find in those higher proof tequilas so far that I've had, there's more of a richer cooked agave and baking spice note that comes out of it, which is really
meaning more flavor, you're saying?
Oh yeah, it carries more flavor. Definitely.
Nice.
This is really nice. I don't know if I'd be running to get this particular one again, but you know what? I wouldn't say no to ever drinking this again.
Right, never getting it again. I give you spring. Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. I will,
you said there's not that much honey, you said?
I think that's almost the dominating kind of a sweet flavor profile.
Okay.
Awesome. So I think in conclusion here right now, oh yeah, and then at the end with that cooked sugary note, that's definitely the bourbon barrel influence. I think if you are a bourbon American whiskey drinker and you don't think tequila's for you, this could possibly change your mind. Even if you've never had tequila, I think this might be a really approachable way to go into that experience. So I'm going to shut up here. I'm going to put together some notes and get a final rating and tally that and get back to you all in a short while. We're going to start round 3 back up again with Alex, the Beard Master. Before I do that, we got Bill, PG-13. What's up? Cheers.
Hey, Bill. Cheers.
We got Vanessa Kitty.
What's up, legendary Vanessa Kitty? I haven't seen you in a while, bud.
Daryl. What's up, Daryl? He lives in Cool, California. I couldn't make up that name if I tried. Thick Richard.
Thick Richard. Right.
Thick Richard. All right, we're going to go to round 3. Give us your final ratings, numbers, final thoughts. Starting back up again with Alex Beardmaster.
Go Eagles.
Well,
Flyers.
I also forgot to say that obviously it's a fudge. I'm going to say this is a little fudgy too. As a matter of fact, I'm being stupid to sometimes in the future, in the past. What we got here? Wait a minute. Let me see here. There is the obviously. There's the tasting notes right there. I didn't even read them. I'm an idiot sometimes. You get this brain for you. I don't taste any maple. Do I taste sweetness? Yes, but I more taste fudge. In my opinion, which it should be anyway. And that candy bar, like I told you, I'm gonna give this. I mean, I'm really liking this. I'm happy I got a 4-pack. This is tasty. Sometimes I have regret 4-packs in the past. You've seen me drink them, but I still drink them because I still, spent money on them. So the rating, I'm gonna give it a 90. I'm gonna give it a 90. It's good. It's my opinion. It's still delicious. I like the flavor all around the palate. It is not too rich, but I do like my richness, obviously. But again, it is a 6.5%. It is not one of my usual 10, 12, 13%. Trust me, I'll get back to that. I got 12, 13% beers in my closet, but I'm going to get more to put in my fridge eventually. I just, I grab whatever beer I need to grab in the future, in the past, because, I'm in the future because I love it. I like different beers, but yes, you'll always see me drink the 10, 12, 13% beers because that's the king of beers that I love. So, but occasionally I will drink these lighter beers because they still have good flavor. Let's make that clear. They still have good flavor. So if you can get this beer, please do. So cheers, everybody.
Right. Cheers.
Cheers to Utter Beers
Oh, yeah.
with Tanner. He's definitely
Mr.
drinking.
Tanner is in the house.
Quack, quack.
All right. The Kolsch style, my best day brewing. This definitely isn't my best day. It's a sad day. Go.
Got
You
it out.
already said no getting a couple months, Tanner. I
I got
swear. I'm done.
I don't know. It's reminiscent to a beer. Doesn't necessarily taste like a beer. Not really. But it's cool to try them. I guess you could have one of these or like a couple of these in between some other beers if you didn't want to go too hard one night. It's a nice kind of sessionable beer to just drink like that in that aspect. As far as a number, I don't really think I've drank too many NA beers. I would say that Marzen that me and Erica had was way better. That was really good. I got to try more of the athletic stuff. Nice. I'd give this like an 80. It's all right. It's drinkable. It tastes not bad. I just don't think it necessarily tastes like a Kolsch. It does have a little bit of that like peppery spice kind of floral hop flavor. But yeah, the cereal grain is a little bit different. It's a little bit more sweeter, I would say. And yeah, it's just kind of, I don't know, it's missing something. But overall, not bad. It was cool to be able to come up here and still be able to review something with you guys, even though I'm not drinking. And yeah, not bad.
Well, you
Would I recommend it? Yeah, I mean, so far I would recommend this to somebody who maybe wants to try some NA beers compared to like I don't know, like the Heineken and all those other like the duels and stuff. It's definitely a different change of pace. It's a lot tastier than those products, I would say. So, cheers, guys.
Nice.
Cheers.
Well, Mr. Tanner,
Cheers.
you're not part of the group, so no matter what you're drinking, we want you to still be on. Appreciate
Oh yeah.
it,
Cheers.
Mr. Tanner.
Oh yeah. All right. So this beer was really good, man. I'm really digging it. I like that it has subtle spice level. It does have a little bit of cinnamon, but it's very, very subtle. I think a little bit of nutmeg and cinnamon is their main little thing here as far as adjunct spices, baker spices. Caramel, toffee, the base definitely of a Northwest IPA, which is really cool. Add some hops to that are Northwest based, and there you got something going on. This is beautiful. I love the mouthfeel of the body, the finish. Everything was nice dry finish, tangy, tart, dry, body medium, mouthfeel soft. Just really went down really nice. One of the better beers I've had from Boulevard. A lot of their stuff is like really, really strong imperial stouts that I know Alex likes, but I just can't. Woo! Like it takes a lot. Like you got to sit there and sip them slowly. And like you're probably gonna have like 2 or 3 beers compared to a 12-pack of 6.5s and 7s like I usually drink. So yeah, just have a few beers. It's probably healthier for you.
Gotta get those Alex Beermaster beers in too, Mr. Beerman.
I would give this beer a very good for sure. A 93 out of 100. I think it's very tasty. So that's a nice score. And thank you, Boulevard, so much. I want to give you a kiss. Thank you. That's a good beer.
Man, you're awesome.
Cheers.
Love you.
I love beer. Thanks, Eric.
Thank you, sir. All right, we're going to Bumpyism. Yes, sir.
Yeah, this beer is okay. Like I said, it's a ho hum New England IPA. Nothing real special about it. Land it right in that kind of middle range of good. It's a shelfie for sure. It's Sam Adams makes better New England IPAs, for crying out loud.
Oh,
Shots fired.
And they hate IPAs.
Excuse me.
they hate IPAs.
Yeah, Sam Cooke.
Damn that guy.
I think he was done, folks. And I'm not. Okay, so a couple of things have become apparent in my overall rating here. I'm still digging for a number on mouthfeel and finish and value. We can go over to value, I suppose, here. Again, if you haven't seen what I'm drinking this evening, this friggin' medallion. The Corazon, Tequila Corazon single barrel estate tequila there on Añejo, aged in Eagle Rare barrels for apparently 24 months. So the value is between $40 and $45. I think there's a lot of upsell to this tequila. In general, I think it's pretty cool to see something utilizing Sazerac's, the Sazerac company's really sought after tequila bourbons utilizing their barrels in tequila aging. So that's really cool to see that. I think there's some upsell of this. Easy to drink for the most part. I think anybody, even if you're not into tequila, can find something that you would probably like about this. At that $40 to $45, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Let's see. So far, I have, for the looks and aesthetics part, that gets out of 10 points. I'm going to give it an 8. I really love that metal hang tag medallion. There's some nice information on the back of the bottle. Yeah, there's a lot of information there. I like that it says single barrel Añejo and Metelliton bourbon barrels. And it does have a lot number on it, whatever that's. You probably can't even read it in that black lettering up here for whatever that's worth. So yeah, I'm going to say 8 out of 10 for that. The aroma, I'm going to give a 16. I say mostly, it's got mostly honey with some vanilla and floral notes. And I'm going to give it the taste a 16 out of 20. I could be talked up to maybe a 17, but I think I'm going to stick with 16. Much like the aroma, I'm getting mostly honey and vanilla with floral notes, some spiced notes, and maybe a nuttiness too. Walnut, maybe.
Nice.
Some woody notes are coming out now as I'm diving deeper into the tequila. The finish might be one of the better aspects, so I'm going to give that a 17. You really get the bourbon aspect, the that cooked sugary borderline caramel note. And the mouthfeel's good too. I think that should probably get a 17 as well. It's got some viscosity and thickness to it. It's a little bit oily. You could I don't know if I would call it creamy necessarily, but you could have an argument about that one. And then value is a 7. So at the end of the day, we got an 8, a 16, another 16, 2 17s, and a 7. We are going to give the Tequila Corazon single barrel añejo aged in Eagle Rare bourbon barrels, an 81 overall out of 100. And yes, I would still recommend you guys try this single barrel añejo. And I think the brand itself, Corazon, isn't a super expensive tequila brand anyway. So if you can find any other of their bottlings, I would implore you to probably go ahead and try that for the not much money cost point that is. And as I said earlier, I do believe the last thing that I was reading and doing some research on the brand is that they all were considered additive free, but the governing board of tequila, CRT, is starting to, I don't know much about it, but it's starting to crack down on how brands utilize certifications of additive frees, and they're cracking down on what you can call an additive or what you can't. So it's harder to classify things that are new and upcoming as additive free to protect, I don't know, the interest of tequila from Mexico. I don't know. So take it for what it's worth. I do think at one point it probably was considered additive free. Anyways, wait a minute. I'm going backwards. You go there. You go there. You go there. I'm going to go here. You do that.
There you go. There you go.
Boom. That looks right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's good. There you go.
Yeah.
Musical chairs, people.
Musical chair.
Oh, Palladium. There you go. Nice. Oh, you're at the Palladium in Hollywood, California.
Yeah.
Yes. Good faux show. All right. Round 4. Here's where we do the little spiel about YouTube. Everybody here, if you've been living, unless you've been living on a rock, you would know that everybody here, Alex Beermaster, East Coast Liquor Reviews, Beerman, Bumpyisms, Thomas Metal 75, have YouTube channels. Hit that subscribe button on all these channels. Go find us, hit the subscribe button. Wait a minute. There's the subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. So once you hit that notification bell after you subscribe, you'll be notified of any updates or live video or live streams on each of our channels. So without further ado, let's go over to Alex the Beardmaster. He can explain, if you haven't heard it before, what he does, what's coming up on his channel. I think he's bringing back a very popular show on Friday, and let's just talk about that and anybody you want to mention from the YouTube platform. Go ahead, Alex.
Well, next Friday we'll be doing
next or this Friday.
Not this Friday, no.
Not
Next Friday, we'll be doing Food Friday, and we'll be having Chicken Big Mac from McDonald's. Yes, Chicken Big Mac. Hoping in the next couple months, hoping we'll get the Big Arch. That should be coming in the United States in the next couple months as well, which is from McDonald's. I've heard about that from other countries, or at least Canada or the UK. So looking forward to that. I'm happy that we're actually having the Chicken Big Mac. I've had you guys do that before, but it was not the real thing. This is going to be the real thing. If I remember correctly, we did do a Chicken Big Mac based off of Canada, based off of the UK, and we did not get it for real, obviously. So this time around, we are going to get it for real. So that will be next Friday. This Friday will be Come Have Beer with Alex. The following Friday will be Food Friday. Then we'll get back to Come Have Beer with Alex unless I find something cool for Food Friday. Again, we're not going to do Food Friday every Friday unless it's something cool. Because again, that's why I stopped it, even though I love the show. And also, I don't want to get chubby again either, which is another thing. But I didn't stop that show because of that. It was because we couldn't find other stuff, even though there is other stuff. So there will be some Food Fridays occasionally as well, like I said in the past. So we'll have a Food Friday next Friday, and then obviously have to Come Have Beer this Friday, and then we'll get back to Come Have Beer after next Friday, unless I find something cool for Food Friday. Otherwise, we're getting back to Come Have Beer with Alex because it's less aggravation. Let's say that, even though Food Friday is not aggravating, but it's aggravating for sometimes because you have to pick the food. And, you know what I mean. It's fun. That's why I do it once in a while. But we'll see what happens. But we're definitely going to be bringing back Food Friday. Yes, when there's new things. So, like I said, I never said it was going away completely. So, I never said that at all. So, yeah. So, that is around 8 o'clock, regardless if it's Come Have Beer with Alex or Food Friday. Stay tuned for all that. And obviously, Thursday, if I decide to do this, Alex and Friends around 8 o'clock. No, 10 o'clock, 10:30 when it's Thursday. Monday, Alex and Friends around 8 o'clock. Again, if I decide to get back to doing that, and eventually maybe I will, because I'm still thinking about doing that again because I still miss doing that. And then obviously Tuesday we'll get back to doing beer reviews eventually, and then stuff like that. So yeah, so check out all the peeps, which is Rick Jopoulos, and all the peeps have a YouTube channel. And and obviously I'm gonna let Legendary Eric talk about Wild Card Wednesday. So that will be it. That's why I haven't talked about that on his channel, because we're on his channel. So I'll let him talk about that. And that's it. Just stay tuned for the live streams and the walking streams or whatever I feel like doing, food reviews. You know how it goes. Cheers. I know I'm boring you, Tanner, but that's okay. You owe me. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, Tanner, where you at, bud? See you in 20 years.
2. Whoa.
There's Mr. Tanner. Now he's back.
Right. No, fucking can just exploded on me.
Well, I'm playing with you. I'm sorry.
All right. Shout outs for me. I actually I'll probably be drinking again maybe like next week or something. I just kind of been taking a break. Been going a little too hard lately, so I want to take a nice week off, reset. I got some doctor's appointments to go to, so I kind of just wanted to be golden, as Alex says, for all that stuff.
Hell yeah!
I'm still releasing videos. Look out for more beer reviews, all that. I have a bunch of stuff pre-recorded. I got maybe another 4 or 5 videos that I recently made, probably like last week or something like that. So I'll constantly still be uploading videos. As far as live streams, I might do something Monday. I kind of didn't do anything last Monday, and I think the Monday before that I didn't do anything as well. But we'll get back to Monday lives. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a whiskey examination or Will and Mix, something like that. We'll probably talk about it tonight after all this, and we're hanging out and stuff. I know there's some different whiskeys that are in the works that we've been wanting to go over. Yeah, look out for more beer reviews, liquor reviews on my channel, and shout outs for other people. Shout out to not a beer channel, but I was watching them today. Griddle Grub. I was watching them make pancakes and just like breakfast and stuff on the Blackstone. So if you're interested in Blackstone griddle cooking, check that out, Griddle Grub. And then check out Independent Joe with no E's in Independent. Whiskey channel, does a lot of bourbon, and it's a cool dude. Check him out. So cheers.
Nice. Cheers.
Thank you, Tanner. All right, Beer Man, what you got?
Beer Man. Hey, how's it going?
Beer Man. Wink, Beer Man.
Yeah, as far as my stuff goes, I'm brewing live tomorrow. I'm gonna be getting ready tonight with you guys off air, probably doing stuff here and there. But I'm gonna brew the double New England IPA tomorrow, 8%. It's got Citra. It's got Citra, Alani as a first word, and then Strata Citra Superdelic. Superdelic's a new one from New Zealand, kind of a candy, fruity kind of berry-like hop, they say. So we'll see how that works. And then O-Face is out of here and in the keg. I have a few canned up that I'm going to send to different people that I haven't sent to before, and just to get an idea of what they think. I'm kind of going all over the place with this, so hopefully they'll get their beers and we'll be able to panel up and get that going, because I'd love to try it with them. It came out pretty tasty. 6.8%. It needed to be a 7.2, but it was a 6.8 because of an old yeast issue. So attenuation was a little off, but as far as how much they eat and their sugars and how full they get so quickly. Anyway, yeah, and then Green to Glass video. Look for that for the O-Face coming up. So that's all I got. Oh, two people. Finru Homebrewing. Finru's in the house. I was mentioning you. You're in my head. What the fuck, Mark? But good to see you. And I was gonna mention you because I haven't seen you in a bit, and I need to get over there. But go check his last thing out. It was a Spice Stout, HBW number 41 Spice Stout. Tony's his friend's Chili Stout and a high-tech FV cleaning system. I need but yeah, go check that out. And Stoneyard Vineyards, another one that I need to go hit up. His last thing was he does his worst internet beer reviews ever, but he also made a peanut butter stout the way he does it, and I'd love to look at that. So nice. It's really hard to add peanut butter to a beer and get it right, from what I understand. So I'd love to see that. But go check them out. Cheers. Thanks, Eric. Hell yeah.
All right. Cool. Thank you, Beer Man. Let's go over to Bumpyisms to round us off, shall we?
Yeah. So I'll just say go check out John and Nelly, Georgia Beer Reviews.
Nice.
But you'll find them under John and Nelly. On my channel, I have my beer reviews to put out 3 a week. I do frozen pizza reviews as well. Find those videos out on Tuesdays. All my videos drop at 11 a.m. Eastern, and some shorts. I'm putting out some shorts lately as well with the dogs. They're kind of spontaneous wherever I get them out, but yeah, there'll be some more of that happening, I'm sure.
Nice.
Dog shorts.
Hell yeah, man.
Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay.
You bought your dog a pair of
Cute,
shorts?
man. He's a cute dog, man.
Yeah.
I hope
He shits in his britches, that damn
Cooper does. That's not good.
Yeah. DB Pooper.
Oh shit.
Keep it up.
Oh,
Good
shit.
spinoff. Good spinoff, Mr. Bumpy there. Good spinoff. I like that.
boy. All right. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Bumpyisms. Right. So if you're here, you know what we do on Wednesday nights on the Thomas Middle 75 channel of YouTube. Wild Card Wednesday. Bring a beer, wine, spirit, any adult beverage. Just don't be a douche. All that good jive. Have a good time, not a confrontational time. It's just fun. It's not a career. It's a hobby.
It's not a career. I love
It's
it.
not a career. It's a hobby. It's
love
damn
that.
straight. You are not making reviewing a spirit a career, but stranger freaking things have happened to people. But I'm not planning on doing that. Yeah. So Massachusetts beer reviews, Massachusetts whiskey reviews, and Massachusetts tequila reviews, which could include some agave spirits, are what I normally do on this channel. And this wild
Should be Massachusetts LQ reviews.
Oh my god, I love it.
yeah, low
I think
quality.
it's still-
No. That doesn't stand for low quality. That stands for liquor. That stifled me for half a second there. Oh yeah, and if Wednesdays aren't an option due to, or if a Wednesday can't be hosted by Thomas Mel 75 due to a working family rehearsal with a band obligation, Alex Beermaster graciously assists with that as far as streaming on his channel. That's the plus. And restreaming on this channel. So you still get what you can if we can. So thank you, sir.
Cheers. Anytime, bud. Anytime.
Yeah, interesting tequila. So I would say go check out they're literally during this time, just kind of keep both channels open, give some people some love. Ronald J. Terrio, he is the Louisiana Beer Reviews, and they just finished up a couple of seconds ago a examination on Elysian beers. I believe out of 4 people, 1 brought the Night Owl, which is a pumpkin beer, and 3 people brought Space Dust. I mean, honestly, of course, everybody was going to bring Space Dust. That kind of keeps it boring there, Mr. Terrio. But what would you expect is going to be the most widely distributed Elysian?
I mean, I guess I could have brought that. That's the only Elysian I have left. But, you know.
You would have had something different. There you go.
Yeah, because it's Halloween.
People got to try to do something different and not just go first. You go.
Is that the stout one?
Yeah, it's the coffee stout.
Yeah. All right.
And yeah, so go check his channel out. And Whiskey Reaper, go check that guy out. I think he's from down in the Miami area or Tampa. He's down in South Florida. Really good top 10s of different kind of American whiskeys. He gives you some good information about some whiskeys. I think he might do a little bit of does he do a little bit of bourbon hunting maybe too?
I don't know.
Good, lighthearted, informative channel for American spirits and some scotches from time to time. So check out Whiskey Reaper. Obviously, J. Ronald J. in quotations. Ronald J. Terrio.
Legendary.
What else are we missing in the chat here? Yeah, Space Dust. That's a beer by Elysian. Middle Fruit.
Legendary Middle Fruit. Legendary Middle Fruit.
We gotta do a special. You gotta do a special video or series or a live thing, Alex, where you explain what the process is from in becoming this actual thing called a legend. Do you have to apply and give an application or something?
No, as long as you treat me well and I treat you well, and you're my friend for a long time, you get to be the legendary in my book. Especially, I mean, all you guys, you've been friends with me for years. Legendary Tanner, legendary Beerman, legendary Bumpy, Eric. Yeah, I mean, and legendary Brandon and Trish, they're still legendary in my book, no matter what's going on with that, because they've been my friends with me. You know, been friends with me.
That big muscular dude. No, we're not going there.
No, keep it up.
All right. Well, anyways, on behalf of Alex Beermaster, East Coast Liquor Reviews, Beerman, and a Bumpyisms, I would like to conclude the program by saying, until next time, keep tasting those great beers, wines, or spirits. Alex is looking like something from the third
I'm
grade.
doing aerobics like Eric always
What is
says.
this? High beer reviewing? No. Alex. That is the wrong button. He wants to really send you off on your marriage.
This is Alex the Beer Master, and we will see you all on the next live stream, the next video. This is Alex Beer Master signing out. Cheers, everybody.
So, hell yeah.